And the next person we are calling to the podium here is Honorable Halifa'S, the very advisor for IPC. You are welcome.
Thank you, my co-moderator. We will not do justice if we didn't say a little bit about Honorable Halifa'S. He is a co-member founder of the Inter-Party Committee. He was one of the co-chairs of the Inter-Party Committee with Honorable Musa Amulnyasi. They did a very good job with the Inter-Party Committee. We did a lot of work with them. They put us through. With all the instruments we are working with today, they have their input in it. And we cannot have him here today without saying what he did. He did a great job, and he is one of our mentors. We have to say a big thank you to Honorable Halifa'S, and the podium is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The members of the High Table, the party leaders, the members of the IPC, and all invited guests. The whole Gambia is here assembled. The mission is clear. The IPC now bears its trademark. They have traveled the length and breadth of the country, from Katong to Koina, Bara to Palodi. And they have dug a big grave, 11,285 square kilometers. And we are called here, assembled as a nation, to witness the burial of a mischief that is called hate speech. Today, we are to bury hate speech and erect the tomb. And on that tomb, we'll have the epitaph written, "Never again, never again, never again." And the IPC is the flag staff that will be mounted on that tomb, and the flag will continue to flutter to ensure that there is peace on the soil. We are not gathered here for an ordinary exercise, and I'm not invited here for an ordinary purpose. I bear institutional memory. On the 7th of April, 2016, my sister Ade of the UNDP invited all the political parties to the UNDP and asked us this fundamental question: don't you think there is need to rejuvenate the IPC, the Inter-Party Committee? Because conflict was mounting. And I remember the APRC representative with anger saying, "We are not going to take this, because these people had come from their Congress and they are insulting our leaders. We will not take it anymore." And the party leader of that party said, "Well, sometimes people infiltrate our crowd. And we also will want proper scrutiny to be done against those people who may be undermining our reputation. But you could see the anger. And we all agreed that we will meet to revitalize the inter-party committee. 2 weeks after that, or just a week, on the 14th, arrests, detention. On the 16th, reports of death, arrest of party leaders, and the whole political foundation of this country changed, the climate changed. I remember how the IPC rejuvenated itself. Blessed memory, Honorable Dembo Bojang. 1 minute silence and we move on. For all of them who has passed away, Honorable Omar Jallo, many. So we decided to visit the homes of these prisoners. We decided to hold meetings with the Ministry of Interior. We called the international community continuous meeting so that we can contain the situation. So I will conclude by saying that ultimately we built the IPC to be an instrument that will contain that crisis. Unfortunately, we could not sign the memorandum. At the 11th hour, the leader of the APRC decided to withdraw from the signing ceremony. And we wanted the signing ceremony to be a day where we can put all the past behind us and in the supreme national interest to come together to build peace on our soil. But it was on the 7th of March, 2017, after the change, that we decided to sign the Memorandum of Understanding. And the IPC, in its memorandum, emphasizes that we should all respect the Constitution and the laws. We should respect freedom of assembly, freedom of speech. We should not interrupt the meetings of other political parties. We should not disrupt their activities. We should not tear down their handbills. We should not use derogatory remarks. We should not incite violence. All those are part of the code of conduct of the IPC and part of the code of conduct established by the IEC since August 21st, 1996. So what was necessary was to bridge the gap between the lawmaker, the law enforcer, and the law observer. And that's what the IPC is all about. To help our party members to internalize the code of conduct. And it will shape our minds. It will shape our hearts. It will shape our will. And it will shape our might. We'll combat impunity from those who govern and also disorderly conduct from those who are governed. That's what it's all about. And there is absolutely no doubt, my conclusion, that a peaceful society is inconceivable without that code of conduct being internalized and implemented. So the battle against hate speech is the battle to internalize a code of conduct that we've all signed. And it's enshrined in our election laws that the political party's function is nothing but to promote the building of the political will of the people, to spread your ideas, economic, political, social, to the people, and to put up candidates, full stop. That we must not base it on sectionalist lines, religious lines, regional lines, or ethnic lines. The nation belongs to us. You have your consent, I have my consent. All have equal consent, which determines our representation. Mine alone cannot determine what happens in this country. Therefore, I can petition, I can protest, but I cannot change a government alone. Few people can protest, they can write petition, they can protest, but they cannot change a whole government for the people. Together as a whole, our collective might, our collective will, the majority, can't change a government. Therefore, we should exist in peace. That's what the IP is saying. That's what we are here today, assembled to consolidate. We own the Gambia. It can be a head of state, a national assembly, a councillor. But we cannot be that without the consent of our people. In peace, we can build a nation which will guarantee all of us the type of existence that we deserve. It should not be like what happened in Liberia, what happened in Sierra Leone. Today we are here to bury the hatchets and the machetes and live as civilized people who can determine our own existence in peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Halifa Sallah, for that powerful speech. And that's why we say it's good to leave an elder in the house, because he has the institutional memory of the IPC. Thank you once more.